So I'm like, but I haven't written anything yet. So this is gonna be like the first of my attempt at a 10K. I know my biggest flaw right now is that I have been in my head about this story because like I want it to be a certain way and it's a first draft and I keep like, I just feel like I have such high expectations of myself for this book. Because I think like people are also saying in a good way that like it's well written and it's a good first draft and like, you know what I mean? So like in my head I have to make it perfect. Hi friends, it's me, Bree, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am attempting a 10K word day. I have never actually attempted a 10K word day, and I feel like they're very buzzworthy on AuthorTube where like it's a challenge of course, but so many people try to do them and I have just never been interested in trying. So why am I doing it today? Well, mostly because I've been slacking in my Project Mermaid for so long and I finally have a day that I could just write and not have any interruptions unless I make the interruptions. Actually, it's 11:45 right now. I technically am checking in for the first time now, but I have been writing for a couple hours and I have been generally doing really well this morning. So I'm taking a quick break to do this little vlog portion and I just want to tell you how my day's been going. So it's Saturday, I have the whole day to myself and I woke up around 5, which is normally when I wake up for work, and then I was able to fall back asleep. And I finally got up and out of bed around 7 a.m. And I'm a very big like, I'm just gonna go with the flow and I'll do things when I do things. And most of the time that means I like slack off until I have like no time to do anything. And then I'm like, oh shoot, what do I do with my day? So instead, I decided to do a couple things around my house. I put all the dishes away, so I emptied the dishwasher, put them away, and reloaded it. Not enough to start a load in the dishwasher, but at least like it's there. And then I also did some laundry. I put a load in the washing machine and then I ran to work. I did like a workout. I did a 25-minute run on the treadmill. Switched the laundry over, so I put one load in the dryer, put another load in the washer, and then showered. And then at 9:30, I met with Autumn Ashley. So me and her initially wanted to try to write a little bit. She had some life things come up, so she couldn't stay super long, but I chatted with her for like not too long. We did it really good actually. I think we only talked like maybe a half hour, 45, probably 45 minutes total before and after our sprint, and we did a 45-minute sprint and I got almost 1,000 words done in that time. That included me going to stop for like 10 minutes to get food because I forgot I didn't eat anything. So I did really good with my first sprint, and then I wrote a little bit more after she left and I added 510 words right after she left, and then I took a break to do this. So overall, I feel like I'm chugging pretty good right now. I don't have the rest of the book like super detailed outlined, which is why I think I've been putting off my writing for so long, because I get so in my head about how the story is going to flow, how it's going to sound, if things are going to make sense. And it's so silly. Even if this is a strong first draft, it's still a first draft. And I do not tell myself that nearly enough, that I just need to get the words out and I can go back and edit, because it's so much easier to edit when it's already written something and something's there and we can tweak it and we can go back and read and make it stronger. Like, I don't know if anybody else needs to hear that, but it's a first draft. You can come back later and fix it. So with that being said, I really wanted to just take today and see how far I can actually get. And my pace is really like in a half hour, I could write about 1,000 words. So in theory, I only need about 5 hours total to write if I keep up with this pace. And so far I am. And I think if I could just kind of figure out where I want to go and how everything's going to be, it should be a relatively good day. Now, I do have problems sitting still for very long, so I have to put in breaks in my writing, or else I'm gonna lose my mind. I can't just sit and write all day. I admire people who can, but I get so distracted, I get very antsy, and then I lose my momentum. So I'm actually jumping into a sprint now with some of my NaNoWriMo people, like my regional NaNoWriMo, and I'm hoping just to get a little bit more words. I might do 1 or 2 more sprints in the Nano group and then take like a 20-25 minute break, so I could switch around, move around a little bit, just kind of continue with that flow. And then tonight at 6, I am live streaming on YouTube with Kelly Wright, or as her pen name, Veronica King, on her channel Inksteady. I will definitely link her down below. I'm excited. It's a part of a write-a-thon, and I can't remember who the host of the write-a-thon is, but I will also leave them linked down below. So yeah, enough procrastinating. Like I said, I've written about 1,500 words so far within the first hour of me trying to write. So if we can keep this going, I will easily get to my 10K at some point today. I've come close before without trying. Like I've gotten, I think, up to 7,500 words before. And when I did my all-nighter, I got really close. So I think like it's just gonna be sitting down and doing the work. And then hopefully this will mean that I'm gonna be really close to the end of my book, because I'm already at 60,000 words and I wanted to end around 75,000 words. Rough estimate about where the ending of the book would be. So we're doing great. I'm off to a good start. I'm feeling really good, and I'll let you know how it goes, guys. And I have been writing for quite some time, surprisingly. I'm actually in the middle of a sprint. I am following the 30-hour write-a-thon, as I said earlier, and it's put on by Anne Sophie, so I will definitely leave her link down below. But I actually joined in late. I was doing some sprints with my local NaNoWriMo group, and I was kind of doing both at the same time, because as people were talking, I was just like writing, but I'm definitely slowing down right now. I've written quite a bit. I'm actually, I'll probably be quite close to 5K by the end of this sprint. There's 10 minutes left and I'm getting there, but I'm honestly getting a little bit like buzzing. I think I'm starting to get, my back's hurting because I've been sitting a while, and I have too many scenes in my head now. Like I know what scenes I want to get to, and I'm struggling to like just focus on one, because like I'm writing chronologically and I'm excited for the scenes that are happening, but I also have 2 scenes in my head about the end of the book and I just can't focus. And I think that's a sign that I'm just getting a little bit like antsy and unfocused. So I think I'm gonna finish out this sprint and then take a break, and maybe a longer break. I might take maybe an hour, because I've been going pretty strong for the last couple of hours. Like I really only took like maybe 2 20-25 minute breaks so far, and that's not a lot of time. I got a snack. I got some watermelon Sour Patch Kids. I've been drinking my water quite frequently, so I'm good with that. But my brain's just not there. So my current word count is 63,502. And I started at 58,864. So I'm doing really good. Because of the 30-hour write-a-thon, they're actually doing like a tracker for how many words you're writing. So I'm just gonna use that until I hit 10K. Makes it a lot easier than trying to like jot things down. But yeah, that's my check-in. So we're definitely getting unfocused and it's time for a break. But I'm really happy. Like even if I don't hit 10K today, this is the most I've written in so long, especially because on Wednesday of this week, when I went to writing club in person, I also banged out like 1,000 words in like a 45-minute time frame. So I've definitely been, when I sit down, I'm like getting in a flow again, and that just feels so good for my soul, no matter what the outcome of today is. So with that said, I'm gonna go take a break and I will talk to you guys in a bit. We're gonna light this candle to make our dreams come true, because it's called dreams. Hi friends, it's me. I am actually joining the 30-hour write-a-thon now on Kelly Wright's stream, and I don't want to be late, so I'm gonna start everything back up. Yeah, the last like 3 hours or so, maybe 2.5, I took a break. It was much needed. I actually do feel like replenished, which is kind of the goal. So I did some laundry, I moved around, took the dogs outside, I ate with my husband, and we watched an episode of The Mandalorian. And I think that was what I needed to rejuvenate, because I was starting to feel very stagnant and like stale, because I was just like staring at a screen and feeling bogged down. So now that I've given myself a little bit of a break, I'm feeling really good about jumping back in, and I'm excited because I was thinking about the scene playing out. And again, as I knew was gonna happen, I'm focused more on one scene again, and I could jump right into that. So I got puppies with me, puppies, and we are ready to write some things. So wish me luck. I don't know if I'm gonna get 10K because I have a 2-hour stream. I'm definitely not gonna write 5K in 2 hours. And then we'll see how well I want to do, if I want to continue with this afterwards, because by 8 o'clock I might be ready to tap out. I just don't know if like writing all day is my jam. Much like a job, a real job, like any job you have, if I was a full-time writer, I wouldn't be writing all day every day. So I might be tapping out. If I could get 75K to 8K tonight, I'm gonna call it a win, even though it's not a 10K day, but we're gonna see. We'll see how I feel by 8.
Your book titles. They're called All the Way Strong and Before We Went Our Separate Ways. I left it in the comments as well.
Love that. Okay, great. Hi guys. Oh, my Lanta. I feel very proud of myself, truthfully. I wrote 7,000 words. Actually, it's 7,076 words total, but I did that, and it feels really good. I'm gonna call it for the night, I think, though. So the fact that I was able to sit and write that many at all is kind of crazy. I'm just kind of going with the flow, but I think I'm at a part where I want to sit on it a little bit more and think about how the rest of the scene's gonna play out / the chapter, because right now I kind of hit like a wall with it, and I only have 2 pages of the chapter. I'm like, okay, I need to stretch this out, and I need more interaction between the 2 characters before we go back on land, because once we go back on land, the ending of the book is coming up really quickly. So it's gonna be, I think, between 31 and 32 chapters long, I think the book is gonna be, because I feel like once we're on land, which would be chapter 30, chapter 30, 31, and 32 are probably going to be the end. That's my feeling, which means that like I think my 70,000 to 75,000 word range is about right in the ballpark that I thought, and about like, you know, I was kind of estimating like 33 or 35 chapters, so I'm not too far from that either. Again, this is a first draft, so the fact that I've gotten that much wording done in this draft is actually pretty insane to me. I think I used to underwrite a lot more, or like overwrite, when I didn't really understand like what the heck a book structure was once upon a time, but I'm definitely spent. So like I said, I wasn't like banking necessarily on getting the 10K, but I do think I could do it. Like if I wanted to sit here and continue and get 3,000 more words, I can, but I'm just sore. I'm so tired of sitting and I could maybe like do some dictation, but I think I just want a break from the day. 7,000 words is a long time, and I've been sitting for probably 6 or 7 hours total today, which is it's not my fave. My dogs want to go outside for a walk. It's getting late. It's 8 o'clock at night, so I'm just happy where we're at. But the book's almost done. Like this helped me so much to just like get words back out again. So I am not mad at this. And yeah, do I think I could do a 10K? Yeah, I could easily just push through and get that, but I'm not going to. I'm going to respect my own boundaries, and we're going to call it a night. So I may extend this into tomorrow and finish up and just do a weekend vlog of Saturday and Sunday. But for now, that's where we're at. So yeah, I will chat with you guys maybe tomorrow. Hi friends, it's me, and it is the last day in April, and I just wanted to close out this vlog. So just to wrap up, you know, I wanted to try a 10K day, and while I think I could do it, I didn't want to push myself after not having written that much and that long of a time in forever. So I got just a little over 7,000 words, and that just made me feel so good. But then I was thinking about writing more today, and I just kind of didn't want to be honest. I spent most of the day just playing video games, lounging. I took a nice bath to relax myself. I cuddled with the puppies, and I did a little bit of shopping for my upcoming vacation. So all in all, I think it was just a nice, relaxing Sunday, and that's exactly what I needed to have a good week, I think. While it was somewhat of a challenge, I'm happy that I didn't push myself to kind of burn out, you know, with my story. I'm extremely happy about what I wrote, and I do think I'm still trying to figure out this chapter and how to expand it. I think I gotta describe some of the things more. I was really focused on the dialogue, and I'm like, oh, I could slow it down and just build up this scene and try like maybe some of her inner thoughts. And that would stretch out the scene a little bit more. So I might go back and do that maybe tomorrow or Tuesday. But yeah, the only thing I did as far as writing was write 2 poems. So I wrote my April 29th and my 30th, and I officially wrote 30 poems in the month of April, meaning that I met my camp goal. And I'm super excited. I just really had a lot of fun writing poetry, and it was a good way to exercise that part of my brain, but also keep me writing in the midst of all the stress that I had. So I feel like we really ended April on a good note, and I'm excited for May. Lots of good things happening in May, I think, and I'm just going into it knowing that I'm one step closer to my license now. So yeah, we're ending on a really good note. So if you guys stuck around, thanks so much. Let me know if you joined in the 30-hour write-a-thon at all and how you did during that, and just let me know how your camp goals. And let me know how you did with your camp goal. Did you win it? Did you get better than you expected? Or, you know, did you stagger a little bit but still make some progress? Just a quick reminder, the STYGIAN collection is still going on with the Kickstarter, and it's coming down to the last few days, and these are the most important days because they are not fully funded, and I definitely don't want to see the Kickstarter end up not taking off. So if you guys are interested in a horror collection of all different types of horror, all short stories, and I think there's a couple poems as well, then definitely consider supporting the Kickstarter. The link is below, and if you do, you get to read one of my poems. It is going to be my debut short story. So that's all. Thank you guys so much for the support and hanging out with me, and until next time, I'll see you then. Bye.